So remember, if you're putting on new foam, don't forget to add a 1/2 inch on each side because you want to have the foam go over top of the wood, just like so. I mean, depending on how thick your wood is, but it's most likely going to be a 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch, and a 1/2 inch will be just fine.
Correct.
So just let it roll over the side like that. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is get our fabric that's cut to size. We find our up and our arrow, okay? So we want that to go up from the front. Okay.
And really with this fabric, it doesn't matter.
Not
because
really, no, it doesn't.
You can't really tell what's up, what's backward, what's upside down. It's all the same. But it is good to get in that habit when you work with a suede or a velvet because that has a pile and you'll actually see that it's different.
Because it does make a big difference.
It does.
You don't want one going this way and that way. It looks light and dark, so that's not a good idea. So yeah, exactly. Get in the habit of using the same direction every time.
Nope.
Okay, so we smoothed it over like so, and we're going to put staple there in the west, and then one above that, and below that like so. Okay, we're going to pull it over. Now what if it's a stripe though, because you're probably dealing with a stripe.
If it is a stripe,
Well, maybe not, but yeah.
If it is a stripe, then what you want to do is you pick your favorite stripe or part of the pattern that you like, and then you center that. So let's say your stripe, not to make it too complicated, is 2 inches. Then you find the center, which would be 1 inch. Make a mark there or notch with your scissors. It's the easiest. Then also find the center on your board, and then make a mark where your center is, and then move from there.
Move it over, right. So I'm pulling this foam over just a little bit like that.
All right.
Rolling it up. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Go. Right in the center. Right in the center. These are what we call anchor staples. Okay. And we're going to anchor this.
Because they're not all the way through and through flat to the board. They have one part up, so it's easier to just take the nips and pull them right out.
Yeah. So I'm making sure this thing's even on each side, on the back and the front, and it is. Okay, I just need a little persuasion here. Give me the pliers, will you? I got to pull that up just a little bit, but it's going to be fine.
Said the dentist.
Okay.
Give me the pliers. This tooth is coming
That's
out.
fine. All right, so we like that, okay? And that looks okay. I'm trying to feel to make sure that it's cutting the edge of the wood, meaning like you don't feel the edge of the wood. So we showed you how to like smooth it down if you wanted to.
That's right.
That's a method, or use a sander of some kind. Okay, so these are all anchored. Let me anchor this side here.
And as he does that, I'm going to talk about one other thing. This fabric's kind of thick, and you may be dealing with the thick fabric as well.
Yeah.
But when you have the slip seat, some slip seats are actually dropped into the frame
Like a
of
box.
the chair. So you don't want anything adding to the thickness of the slip seat, so it doesn't fit down in there. So
That's
you don't
going
want
to suck. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
It's going to suck.
Yeah, it is.
Or stink. Whatever one you like, you
Yeah.
can choose. But you don't want to add anything thicker, so you don't want to do the rollover of the foam because it'll stop you from putting it in there.
Right, you're like cramming that thing down in
right.
there.
It's not pretty.
No, it's not.
not
We've
pretty.
done it before. It doesn't work.
No. So
You can
keep that in
damage your
mind.
wood too, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't want to roll too much over.
And you can damage your fabric. Think about it. You work that hard, now you're shoving it in there. It's not going to work.
Yeah. So, all right. So what we're going to do is going to go to the front. You can pick any side or any direction you want: side, left, right, front. But I do the front. Okay. I'm going to take out the stay staple. Okay.
The center one.
Center one. And the best tool you have is your hand. You just smooth it out like so. It's brilliant. It works perfectly because if it feels smooth, 9 times out of 10 it's going to look smooth.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to do a finished staple, about maybe an inch in. Okay. And then I'm going to take this one out here.
Something about upholstery too that you need to know, and I think it works with slip covers as well,
What's that?
is you start from the middle and then you work your way out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because all the excess goes to the ends. So I just smooth this out like that toward me.
Again, working it out with your hand.
Okay, I did 3, and I'm going to take this next one out here. Now, if you are working with a stripe, you got to make sure it's staying straight. It's not. It's so easy. You know, look at this. You're saving so much money by doing this.
Definitely.
I mean, really, it's a real easy project. It's easier with a pneumatic gun. I'm no doubt about that. So I'm going to the back because all this is established here. Okay. And I'm going to start in the middle here. And I think I did forget to put one there, but it doesn't matter. It's you know I'll put one in there real quick.
It all comes out in the laundry.
That's fine. But I put one right there. I'm going to take out the center. like that. Okay, so these are anchored here. This is all anchored here, or actually finished here. We're going to smooth it up, just like I said, here. Okay? And then I'm going to take this one out, like that.
There is a principle or a set of procedures that you stick by. But once we get a feel for it, you can realize, oh, I can put 2 instead of here, or 3, and I can do that.
Yeah.
You get used to it. It's so simple.
So I'm pulling with I'm pulling with my
easy.
right hand. I'm going to smooth this up like so, like that. Hope you can see with that camera there. Okay, and I'm going close to the center, probably about a 1/2 inch. 3/4 of an inch away. Now I don't want to get too close to the end here because I want to close the sides first and then put the back and the front fold over like that.
With a little pleat.
Okay, with a small pleat. So let's start in the middle here. Like that. Okay. You know, I should be wearing my glasses. Uh-oh.
61st.
My bad.
Or 2nd.
Okay, so I like that. I took this one out here. I'm gonna. It's so easy. You get it already. In fact, you're probably already done. Okay, like I said, I want the sides to go up toward the corner, front and back. Okay, because we're going to wrap that around. I'm going to pull this up like this. I went right to the edge, or pretty close to it. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. Take the center one out. The anchor staple. Smooth it up. And like I said, if you're using a print, then you're going to have to be more cautious as to see if it's getting askew. Okay, take this end one out.
It just takes you flipping it over, looking at it, flipping it back, you know. It's just go by feel, as it were.
You do. If it feels good with the hand, as far as no lumps and bumps, then it's probably going to look good too. So I'm going up and then toward you, the camera. Okay, like that.
Because you're working your way out from the middle.
Like that, okay.
Boom.
And I could have come in a little closer. Nah, that's okay. We'll leave that one alone. Okay, so sides up to the corners. Okay. And now what I want to do is come right to the edge. I hope this camera's picking that up. I'm going to go right to the edge like that. Thank you. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut like this, coming toward the corner. And I have this in my way because this needs to lay down that way.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to come down and take that out like that. Okay.
And that really helps down to bring down the bulk. Because
It does.
if you do lay it on the rails of the furniture, sometimes the corners, because you have all that fabric gathered in there, sometimes it doesn't really sit down as nicely. And you have a little gap in the middle. It doesn't look that nice. So try to cut away as much as possible, but be careful what you do cut so you don't tear the fabric when you're pulling, or you don't get too close to where you're going to staple.
That's true. That's good advice. So I'm getting right in the corner here, just like that, okay? You haven't cut too much, I promise you. And we're going to fold this over like this. All right. It's a little lumpy right there, but you're never going to see it. Just put a staple there and a staple there. You might need to hold yours down because you might be using one of those hand staples. Like that. That little bump right there, that don't mean nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's go to the other side, do the same thing. Remember, it's the sides, okay, come over, the front and the back go over top, okay? So I'm going to go right to the edge with a staple. In fact, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go that direction with a staple. Instead of this direction, go that direction. And I'm going to cut it toward it like so. I don't get too close. I'm going to lift this up as if it's going to go down here.
Again, it's just getting away that extra.
It is.
Extra excess.
Extra excess. Okay, and then this does something like that. And that's it. So you do it every, just like that pause, like this, does that.
Showgirl style.
Showgirl, excuse me?
Well, not showgirl.
What
but
the heck?
Hey, yeah.
Alright, that's
See, that's my joke. Dying.
That's funny. It's later, dude. We're going down. Okay, we got those done, just like that, all right?
Boom, boom, Washington.
That's right. I'm doing the side here, okay? Once again, I think you already got it. We're going in toward it sideways like that, okay? Right up to the corner, coming down like this. We'll get rid of that. Thank you, sir. Get rid of this. No, I'm just going to get rid of this right now. Trim this down here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Going down like this here. And it got a little bulky. I didn't like that. Okay. Let me just do a little bit more. It's not that big of a deal. But it's something. Something. Okay, so we're going to roll this over like this.
Sometimes one corner, 2 corners go well, 3 corners go well, and there's just like that one corner that's giving a little bit of a hard time, but you did everything right. It's just you gotta work it.
You do.
It's kind of weird. Fabric's weird. We don't get it.
I'm folding it in like this. I guess that's not bad.
No.
So I kept going, and then finally I won.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, now the next one is right up to the corner, just like we've always said. Same procedure. I know you get it. Now I'm all turned around. This goes. We can cut that down. It's okay. It's okay. Cut that down. Then a little closer. I hate this thing. I'm just trimming it down. Lift this up.
Quick little tip too.
Come
This
back
is
down.
very much a side point, but that hissing, you can take some Teflon tape.
Sometimes that works.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it blows right off. So.
Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's a good idea.
Yeah. So if you have a pneumatic gun or whatever it is.
Yeah, because electric, you're not going to have that problem.
No.
Except in an electrical storm, then you can't work at all.
That's right.
But you don't want to any.
Nope.
All right, I'm pushing it. So sometimes if it wrinkles a little bit right here, I don't know if you see that. Just take your stapler and push it out of the way.
Right. So take the nose of your staple and run the wrinkle down.
Yes.
Out.
Yes. Okay. And look it over. Look at that. Ouch. Ow, that did hurt. Okay, it's a piece of wood from the old wood, not the new wood. Okay.
Speaking of, those things were bowing so much, I think they were about to break pretty soon.
Yeah, I think so too. They're pretty old. I don't know how old they are. I never was good at that.
No.
Dating stuff.
Me neither.
Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that's all completed. Ready to go. Now the next step is the dust cover.
Right.
You can use any fabric you want. It doesn't make a difference. In fact, if you don't even want to, then you got to put anything on at all because there's no dust.
That's right. The dust was for like the horsehair that they use, right?
It was the horsehair and the hay.
Right.
And I think they use Spanish moss, which grew down south in the trees, which is kind of cool. But
like jump.
Before this video goes any further, you'll be experiencing a foot and mouth experience of Grant Carter. You have been warned.
Yeah, poor guy died, falling out of a tree.
He didn't just laugh, did he? I quit.
But yeah, they would use Spanish moss growing in the trees as stuffing. And
It's not funny they died.
oh no, absolutely not. That's not funny at all. I'm saying how sad it is. And basically, they had to outlaw it because it was becoming extinct. As far if I heard that right, okay.
I gotcha.
So I'm gonna slip on my glasses real quick, and we're gonna simply do the center here, and then make one there, and there. I think you already get the point. We're gonna fold this over under like this.
Now this is a good point because he's just about to close it up. You need to keep track of what seat number this is. This was seat number 4. So you're gonna take a piece of chalk like so, and write 4.
Right there. Yeah, because, even though they came from a factory and such, sometimes back in the day, they might have been handmade. Depending on how old it is, of course.
Yeah.
But even from machinery, it's not exact, and you just want to get this thing over with.
Right, because sometimes the seats are put together and one joint's tighter than the other. So especially if it's like an inset one, like we said before, it can really screw it up. So you want to make sure you know which one works with which one.
Yeah, exactly. So keep your numbering system correct. It's good advice. Good advice. So I'm just simply folding this over or under again. Staple, staple. I don't like you sticking out. Go away. Staple, and then staple, 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 Turning it over.
You don't need that many staples, honestly. He's doing perfect. Sometimes I get a little excited and I'm like, you know?
Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, it
You get
is.
all your anger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, you're basically just trying to cover up your other staples. And that's okay. Good enough. That's not too bad, okay? That's it. We're going to take our nozzle and throw some air on there and blow this off here.
That's right.
And we're pretty much done.
Boom.
Look at that. That's simple and easy. All right.
Yeah. Champagne.
Oh. So now you know what to do. I mean, if you have 4, 6, 8, or even 12 dining seats you got to replace, the wood or the cover itself, you can save yourself a lot of money.
As well as webbing or anything like that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
also, you can do this as a secondary income or main income if you want.
Right.
You know? And to be honest, this trade is kind of a dying trade.
Not
and
many people doing it anymore.
Not that many people. And I'm getting old. I look young, but I'm 86.
Yeah, he's looking really good.
So I'm getting old here, man. I need to send this off to another generation. So if you could, please go
help
ahead
this
and try
old
to
man
do that.
out, will you?
That's right.
We really
That's right.
appreciate it.
I thought you were the old man. No.
Well, you said you're 86. I never confessed.
He's 102.
to being 86. What? Oh my God, this is going down. But you know how to take care of your slip seats now. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and tell a friend.
Right.
We really would appreciate it.
Don't forget to comment. And also, if you need any of the tools, need to know where to find foam, or need to know where to find the other videos that we mentioned in this video, check out the links below in the description.
Don't buy what you don't need.
Right.
Just use what you have. If you do need something, go ahead and buy it. Okay? But the bottom line is now you know
What to do.
and we hope to see you next time. And if you do comment, please remember that we're doing our best to get back to you, but we're getting more than we thought, but we really appreciate it. And we love you guys. We really appreciate all the comments, but just be patient. We'll do our best to get back to you.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you.